Hey y'all, this is Lisa.
And Randy.
And we are here for our podcast, Season 1, Episode 1. Sometimes we talk about yoga.
And other shit.
This convo that we're talking about today, our topic is energy and energy work and how to ground yourself. And it came about because a student came up to me after class and brought up how she was at the hair salon. Not even at the hair salon, she was getting her hair done. And this woman was doing her hair. She asked her to come to her house instead of the shop. So no big deal. Plus, you know, it'll be a little cheaper. Right? A little cheaper. Somebody say, come to the house. I don't have to pay you shop prices if I'm at the house. Yeah. So anyway, so the woman is doing her hair. She said the whole time it's happening, like the lady is yelling, screaming, cussing, like at her kids, at her man. And then while she's doing her hair, at the crown of her head, she's screaming at her kids while she's tightening it and pulling it. And Now, my girlfriend / yoga student said that she just started, like, not to feel good. And then she knows about energy work. So she turned around and said to her, like, you're screaming over my crown chakra.
This is my
crown chakra. This is my crown. This is the highest enlightenment of it all. Like, this is my halo.
And you tell us, sit the fuck down, Johnny.
You cannot
right
scream
in my head.
over my crown chakra. Right? So it happened like that. The lady didn't understand energy work premise. It didn't come about, so it didn't work. Anyway, my girlfriend stayed there for 9+ hours, had nothing to eat. She didn't leave. I talked to her. I asked her.
Okay.
I said, why did you stay? But here's the reality. She was about to go out of town. And you know how we
I gotta get right. I have to look right for my trip.
The flight leave in the morning.
Yep.
I don't have another option
choice.
to get my hair done. This is my only hair appointment. I still got to go home and pack and take care of shit. I got to get my hair done.
Yes.
Soon as she walked out the door, she said she threw up. She said she felt sick. And I had texted her and she didn't respond. So anyway, she responded like 2 days later and said she could not get herself together because of this. So she was like, I didn't have my sage. I didn't have my crystals. I didn't have none of that stuff on me. And I told her, I said, look, you got to figure out how to ground yourself or remove yourself from a situation, even if you know you got stuff to do. You got to figure out what's more important to you. Now, was your hair worth it then? Like, is your shit that sweet now? No. So,
but then also, like, the accoutrements, the bracelets, the crystals, the sage, like, those are great tools, but you got to learn how to shield your energy other ways, right?
You have to learn how to shield your energy other ways, because you are not always going to be able to light a match to some sage.
No, and if you work in the hospital, you're not bringing no sage up in the hospital with sage patients.
You can't do that. And then maybe you can have crystals in your bra. Okay. Like we do that with the crystals in our bra, or carry them around. But like you said, the accoutrements, which I really like that fucking word.
Love that word.
I got it. It didn't come out right. Accoutrements. But I like that word, how she said that, but they're just there. That's just to help guide you through. So how can you shield yourself, you know, even when you have nothing with you and you feel like, I got to get out of here. So what I told her was she should have left. That's the first step.
Yes.
You know, and I'm being a massage therapist and things. I've had clients walk in the door, and if I felt something not right, I'm like, I don't feel good. I can't do you. I'm sorry. We got to reschedule. Hands up. I've done that. And then they're like, and then when they tried to call me back,
I'm booked.
I'm sorry, I don't have no appointments. I'm sorry. But that's just me, because I know how real that energy stuff is, and if something doesn't feel right. So what I was taught a long time ago was like, I would shield myself like in this invisible bubble.
Yes, I've been told that.
Do you bubble yourself?
Not enough.
What do you do?
It's not enough because I don't think about it till after the fact and my energy's already been zapped.
See,
and that's a problem. So can we talk about can we go back and talk about like how we're taught to be accommodating and to suppress our feelings? And even as a young person, I was always told I was just overly sensitive, or like, for example, I was telling my best friend this story. Being told that like other people's business or feelings or situations affects me too much. Like, that's not your business. Why are you crying? Like, that's not your situation.
Because you're really empathetic.
Yes.
Like, you're really empathetic.
But what I learned now, that's because my energy is so
big.
Yeah, open to receiving.
That you take all of that.
Yes. In. So I have not learned that in my practice enough to generally shield myself. So sometimes I do it after the fact. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit. But then I'm already drained.
Okay. So
this
is good.
Like
this is good. This is good
stuff.
Because she doesn't shield herself enough, and I shield myself way too much.
Okay.
Like, I could damn near walk on tiles because I could be like, oh, that was so bad. Excuse me, I gotta go. You know, like, I'm so, like, compartmentalizing, you know, different situation feelings. And because I always feel I'm constantly walking away from people snatching their shit
Their
off
energy
of me.
off of you.
Like, always. When I get finished touching, I take it off of them. Then I'm like, blah, blah.
Yes.
You know, like, I'm constantly snatching it off. And, you know, we teach yoga. So
I
this
think,
is about yoga sometimes.
Yes. And so I think as I become more comfortable in my teaching practice, I understand the importance of shielding.
It's so
way more
yeah.
than I ever did.
Because
not
you're around
teaching
too many
yes.
spirits. You're around too many people's energy.
So we get a little wonky and a little hippy dippy, but if you're not into it, get into it.
Get into it because it's real. And so my girl, what she said was that she had not been introduced to yoga or anything until she had met me and Randy. She was like, that was my first time I ever heard somebody say it like that. She said, I just knew that around certain people that I don't feel right. Like, this don't feel right. And I don't want to be around them. And they make me sick. They make me physically sick. I don't know what to do. But then once we explained it to her, like, this is why these people make you physically sick and ill, like, then she got it. Okay, so first rule, how to shield yourself.
Yes.
I do bubble. Like invisible bubble or invisible glass, plexiglass, and I'm just saying plexiglass. Yeah, I don't know, just
like a clear shield.
Yeah, a clear
like
shield,
something like Iron Man shield.
Iron Man shield. So like, and literally, I want them to bump and then boom.
Yes, bounce off.
So
bounce
either
off.
Throw that shit back to them,
right,
or throw that shit back to the universe. But just don't throw it. Don't throw it on me because I'm not catching it.
So I've been told the white light. So I have a friend.
This is option 2.
Yeah, so I've been told just visualize yourself surrounded by white light. Because white light symbolizes protective energy, right?
I like white light.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can also do the things like the crystals, the bracelets, the onyx. Like anything dark is protective.
Protective.
Okay. You know my dog's name is Onyx.
His name is Onyx.
You know, he's
all
all black.
black.
I did that on purpose.
He's black.
What kind of fur? Is that on purpose? Yes. Okay. But we digress. That's the other shit.
Yes. That's the other shit we gotta talk about. Yes, so I totally agree about that. And then with the sage, so I keep a sage oil in my purse. It's an essential oil, and it's just sage.
Yeah.
And so there are times if I need to dump it on myself and to do that, but at the same time, I have this whoosh, this bubble on me, and then when I leave them or they leave me, I'm snatching, I'm pulling, I'm like, or even like the lion's breath.
The lion's breath.
Like to get that shit out, because sometimes I'll feel like, but then I have to do it.
Right.
I have to physically do the lion's breath to remove them and to get them off of me. And then when they're back around me, like I don't really go good.
So what are them? Like what are the kind of like energy suckers and like energy vampires?
So say that because this is not a color, it's not a race, it's not a culture, it's not a gender bias, it's not any of that. It's just beings. And these beings could be dogs, they could be your mother or mother-in-law.
Could be.
Wink, wink.
Could be your spouse, significant other.
Heck yeah. And then they walk in and you're just like,
and yeah, your children can suck you dry too.
Your children can suck you dry too. Yes. Energy suckers.
Okay, so but I did do some research.
What? Okay, let's hear your research. So here's the thing.
Yes.
She does research. I don't research shit. Go ahead.
Because she is a sage on her own. She's knowledgeable on her own.
I'm just going. I only go what I feel. She researched. Go research. Okay, let me hear.
Can we tell them what our signs are?
Pisces.
Virgo.
Okay, go ahead.
She's the 2 fish. She's the 2 fish.
In all these different directions.
My feet are planted firmly in the ground.
No, and I am all over this place, winding. Sometimes I go left, sometimes I go right, sometimes I go up, sometimes I go down, and that can all be within the same 60 seconds.
And I am very firm in the ground, rooted. Okay. I could fly sometimes, though.
Can you fly?
I need that.
You need to fly.
Okay, so I'm going to read, but we're going to talk.
Okay, go.
So I found this online, and there are 6 types of energy vampires.
Okay.
So the first energy vampire, number 1, is the victim. This is the person who's always the martyr. This is the person, nothing's ever their fault. They always in a fucked up situation, but they lay on the cross. Like, if it wasn't for me giving up my blah, 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 then you wouldn't have this. So it becomes energy blackmail. I mean, blackmail, emotional blackmail.
Emotional blackmail. And that's real. Like, I know people like that.
So how do you shield against
how do I shield?
the martyr vampire?
So this is gonna sound bad. Victim. Like, how do I shield? Like, I don't fuck with them. Like, that's how I shield. And I'm not saying that's a good option. Like, because that's not always. It is. That's not always everybody's option.
No, because sometimes you can't get away from.
Sometimes you can't get away from that person.
But that is an option for some people.
But for me, when I find that, when I realize, oh, this is who you are. Yeah, I gotta go. Mm-hmm. Like, and I'll see you. I mean, I'm gonna do you like. You know, some black people do holidays. Like, I see you on Easter. I see you on Christmas. Yeah. You know, that type of thing. But Thanksgiving.
Not every day in my sphere. Mm-mm. Not every day.
And we can't talk.
Nope.
Like, not on the regular.
I can't hear that all the time.
No, just a random day that I feel amazing.
So just think about how you feel when you're always around that person. Like, they never got no good shit to say. And it's always like, woe is me, and you should feel sorry for me.
Why? Yes.
Ugh.
No, I don't like that. Okay, what's number 2?
The narcissist. Like, so we are so exposed to narcissistic behavior right now in a way that we haven't been in the past. Our president.
There's so many narcissistic people.
Like, even like in our personal lives, but our president is like A1 narcissist.
I can't listen. Do you know I can't listen to him? I won't even watch anything that he says.
I don't watch the news.
No,
because of this.
But outside of that, even if his image appears, I don't even want to hear the sound of his voice.
I don't want to see his face.
So if something happens that is major in the world, like somebody text me, DM me 911, because I'm not going to know, because there's nothing that he says. I don't even want to look at his face.
So what is a narcissist though? So it's like me first, you last in every scenario.
It's not cool.
Every scenario.
Yeah.
They're fake charmers.
Fake charmers.
They stab you in the back. They ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal.
Oh, that was a jam.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was a jam.
Chris Brown, do you think he's a narcissist? I don't think he's a narcissist.
Nah, I like Chris Breezy.
Yay. Yeezy. Him and his wife.
Let's talk about that a different day, not today.
They're narcissists.
Let's
block that energy.
Let's talk about that a different day.
Let's block that energy.
Let's talk about a different day. Okay.
All right, okay, number 3.
Okay, who?
The Dominator.
Mm-hmm.
This is a person who uses their power or authority to make you feel less than. This is a person, this can be a racist, this could be a sexist, this could be a bigot, this could be somebody who is always trying to intimidate and make someone else feel less than. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
I know people like that. Yeah. I know someone like that.
So that's the number 3, right?
So what do we do around those people? Because let me tell you what I've done around this particular person. Okay. Who I have in my head is at first, it sucked because I kept trying to feel like I needed to bring myself up higher. Like, and I need to say, I got to figure this out. And I kept trying to prove my point.
Yeah. So
I did that. I did that for a really long time.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
I am woman, hear me roar.
I'm so
Don't
glad
try
Lisa
to dog me.
That.
Don't try to do that.
I'm so glad you mentioned that.
And then I reached this space of, I'm sorry, did you say something?
Yeah.
Like, because now it's like, I don't even know that you're breathing air on the planet. Yeah. And not that I want to physically have your air taken from you.
Yeah.
But I don't even, like, when you speak now, I don't hear you because it was pulling me down so hard.
And they did what they were supposed to do.
They were dear. And I was trying to bring myself up and prove, like, I can do this. Yes. And I am strong. And then I looked up like, I don't have to prove my shit to nobody.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm done. Like, and again, I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
So this is the racist person, and you were the black person trying to show this racist white person that black people are awesome and da-da-da-da. Or you're the woman always trying to show the man why women are as equal all the time, and it's exhausting.
It's exhausting.
But they've done what they were supposed to do. They've sucked you dry. So I'm glad you mentioned that because they talk about what happens in this article I was reading. They talk about what happens when you become defensive.
I was defensive for a long time. So I was defensive for a long time.
What you eventually came to is what they suggest to do with that kind of energy.
Because do you see, this is why you research? No, like for real.
Because you came to it organically.
And I came to it organically.
I'm just affirming what you.
No, but I'm glad to know that. Because in my head, I'm like, I'm not proving myself. I don't have shit to prove to you anymore. I am who I am. Lisa. You talk to me. You don't talk to me. As a matter of fact, I'm not saying anything to you. And if you speak. Oh, did you say something?
That shield. That shield.
Okay.
Okay, number 4.
Go. 4.
Okay. Melodrama.
Yes.
And I think women get the rap for this.
Absolutely we do.
But I know some melodramatic ass male figures, right?
Yes.
So this person is just all about the performance.
The whole world is their
Everything,
stage.
yes, everything becomes the performance, the drama, because the attention is an addiction.
Yeah.
So the more you give to them, the more they pull, because now you're feeding me, you're feeding my ego.
I know somebody like that.
We all do. You got a story? Lisa got a story.
But see, yes, I do have a story, because I would do that. And then I was always called that person that was, I don't know if you want to, what do you call it? The people that, I can't think of the name of the word, but the people that allow people to do that. I was helping them to live that life. I was an enabler. For
you were the audience and the enabler.
I was the enabler, and I was being called the enabler. But I didn't look at myself as being the enabler. I just looked at myself as that I'm being a good person, and I'm trying to be there for you.
Yep.
Right? And so then finally one day, I realized, like, I just didn't have the strength
or energy.
I didn't even have the energy or the strength to do it anymore. Like, inside, I was like, my soul, like, I felt like they were doing like this. You know, like how they say cats take baby's breath away or whatever. Like, I felt like somebody was going like this and taking my breath away.
Yep.
And then I had to go, I don't care what happens.
That's exactly
and
what
I had to remove myself and go, it doesn't even matter what happens. I don't even care anymore. Do what you do, and I gotta go. Yeah. Okay. It sounds like most of the things are to walk away.
That is as if you can, like you said, because sometimes you can't.
But here's the thing, like, I'm really good at goodbyes.
Isn't that who's song that?
Sam Smith.
Okay.
And let me tell you, when that song came out, I'm too good at goodbyes. I was like, does he know me? I'm extremely good at goodbyes. Like, I'm good at hellos, but I'm even better at goodbyes. I'm even better, like, this time has been so awesome.
I love you, bye.
Gotta go. But wait now, I'm good.
Not even the I love you.
Not even the I love you. It's just that.
She's on the new. What's the new things the kids say? I'm good, love, and joy.
I'm good. Is that what they say?
Like,
I don't even know.
It's a hashtag.
It's a hashtag. Good love and joy. Okay, I didn't even know.
I'm good, love, enjoy.
I'm good, love, and joy. Okay, I'm gonna start saying that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll start hashtagging that. Okay, right. No, but I'm really good at walking away.
So I'll share what the article says, but like walking away is major. Okay, number 5.
Number 5.
Okay.
Got one more.
I've been this person. It's the judgmental person. It is a person that has something to say about everybody. Everybody. You're not even having a conversation with them about the world, and somebody, what kind of shoes she got on? Oh my God, look at that person's hair. Do she have on no shorts in this weather? It's just one of those things you got to make a comment about. I think we all have fallen into it.
But you know what I will say? I do it more when I'm around a circle of people that do it. It's like I'm more conscious now to pull myself out of that circle. But if it's me plus 1 plus 2 more, then it turns into a dogging central
and we all do it. But when have you ever been around that one person that never has a positive thing to say about anybody, anything? And it's rooted in insecurity.
Yes, it is.
It's rooted in wanting to make themselves feel superior, so they have to put everything else down.
It's a defense mechanism.
It totally is.
But I just told somebody that a couple weeks ago, that is a defense mechanism.
But when you live in it, you're draining every fucking body around you. You are draining everybody. Yeah. Like, I don't care anymore. Like, thank God for yoga, because I really like that non-judgment and non-attachment in the.
That shit is real.
It's hard, but it is so real. Like, I don't give a fuck if somebody's wearing Uggs in 80-degree weather. She's comfortable in her skin.
That would be me, though.
Do you, boo, babe?
That would be me, Uggs in 80-degree weather.
But the point is, somebody probably has some shit to say about
it. No, a ton of people have a lot of shit to say about it.
But I think we all need to get to the point where
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter.
And I don't want to hear you talk about it.
I don't want to hear you talk about it. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
Okay, good. What's number 6?
Okay, so this one is hard to digest. Number 6 is called the innocents. These people don't mean to zap your energy. These are people in your family. These are your children. These are people on the street. These are just people who might really even be in need. Right? So it's not that they're being malicious or being manipulative or have some emotional baggage that they're carrying out. They're just in a situation. They're just in a pattern. But what happens is it becomes a dependency pattern, and you become the rock and they become used to always going to you. And so in this situation, it's not a walk away, leave them alone. What it is creating boundaries, and also allowing sometimes other people to figure out their own shit. Yeah. Like, even if you can't fix it all the time, it's just like, you know, when you're teaching your kid to walk, right? Yeah. First time they fall and they stumble, you go grab them. But eventually you got to let them stumble so they can learn how to stand up taller and do it on their own, right? Yeah. So that's what it becomes. But then also, you've heard lately how they say check on your strong friend, right?
I haven't. I'm out of this loop. This
so
hashtag loop.
I think it happened after Anthony Bourdain died.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah. So you know,
was so
after that, and who else
died? He was a fine.
Who died before that? Kate Spade.
Kate Spade.
Right. So these suicides were saying, like, and their friends were like, these were their strong friends, and these were the people everybody leaned on. These were the rocks.
So let me say that's rough.
Because what happens to the rock? It erodes. Water erodes rock. Water is emotion. Other people's emotions eroding your rock.
So, like, in that, which is when I have to take that, because I'm the strong friend. Like, I am that strong friend. So what I have to do.
Have you heard that song?
What?
She is my rock. Oh my God, Lisa! I gotta tag her in Plies.
First of all, I love Plies.
Then you gotta love She Is My Rock.
Well, I'm about to Google it. Okay, I'll pull up my title and find it. Okay, I'll play it today. I'll play it today in yoga. So I'm that person. And then what happens is that if I don't take that time and remove myself, I start to break down. I know, and I'm so clear about it. So I have to have my moments of no speaking. I know who that is. Khaled.
Yes.
Yeah, I got that one. It's a major key.
Okay, I do research and I'm up on pop culture.
Right. Okay, but wait. So, yes. I'm with you on that one, Randy. Like, but I'm that person that will do it, and then I will get so broken down is that I have to physically remove, and then I'll just be ghost for like a week.
So now everybody else's feelings are hurt because you ghost.
And when I say I'm ghost, I'm ghost. I'm talking about decline.
No, I'm talking about
voicemail.
Did I do something to offend you?
No, that happens all the time. That happens all the time.
Because I know what that feels like.
No, people do that to me all the time.
Like, did I?
People reach out like, did I do something? No, you didn't do nothing. What's good? Like, no.
You don't win your igloo. You done shut the door.
I went in my igloo and bubble and shut the door. If I don't get recharged, I cannot continue my work. Mm-hmm. And my work of being, you know, because that's all I do is dump and give, dump and give, dump and give. That's all I do. So unless I go in, I'm sorry, I'm spitting on you. Unless I go in and shut the door.
That was all you do is throw the energy out.
That's all I do is throw it out. I don't take it back in. So let me tell you what happens when I go home. And there are people in my house. When I go home, I don't even go in my bedroom. I go in my girl's bedroom and I shut the door. Like, I mean, I shut the door like, don't come in here. Like, I don't care who here. Don't come in here. Don't talk to me. If you open the door, please close it quickly. Mm-hmm. Like, and I have to get myself back together. And then because the very next day I sleep for those hours and then I have to get up and do this all over again. So sometimes do I suck at home? Absolutely. Like, I'm not the best person at my house. But you have to, like, remember, any given day is, I would have taught maybe 100 people in one day. And I don't include if I worked on clients or not. Mm-hmm. And then after class, so I'm dealing with all these different energies in class, not to mention people that just, hey, Lisa, in the hallway, hey, phone messages,
Can I stop you right here?
Yeah.
So if you've never taken one of Lisa's yoga classes or been in her teaching
LisaHillaryJ.com. This is a shameless plug. Go ahead.
Well, but in her teaching presence, so shout out to Becky from Southfield High. When I moved back, shout out to Becky. So when I moved back home to Michigan, Becky was like, I think you need to, my friend is a yoga teacher, you would like her and take her class. So I paid that expensive ass day rate at Lifetime.
I could have just put your name on the
list.
But
you didn't know me. I don't know.
You could have just told me to put your name on the list. Like, you could have DM'd me. Put my name on the list.
Okay, I know this.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't be DMing her and asking her to put your name on the list. But anyway, so I took your class. Yeah. And I get it. She is one of those people. Just look how she's looking at me.
I'm listening.
But exactly. She does that and people want more of this. She's like, yeah. And then people want that all the time. So all 6 of these energy vampires want that energy, right? They want that light. not maliciously, but drawn to it. So if she's dealing with that all day, every day, and then wash, rinse, and repeat,
I can't do it.
So you want me to tell you what they tell you need to do?
What do I need to do?
So organically, you've already done quite a few of the things, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, number one, do not get involved in anyone else's self-pity or their story, right? That was like that martyr, the victim, the drama. Yeah. Just don't get involved. Like you said, I'm just not, you do that, right? I don't even get involved. So create distance, limit your interaction. That's the deuces. That's the...
Back up.
So sometimes with narcissists, particularly if you can, cut them off. Cut them off.
Got it.
Or do like she said, the Black family holidays. Like, I see you at Christmas. I have 11 months and 30 days, and then one day I'm going to see you, right?
Right.
So here's one that we didn't talk about.
What?
Be aware of your own triggers. Right? So what can happen is any one of those personalities can draw you into something if you're not aware of your own triggers. And so this is why a lot of times in relationships, we repeat
the same
behavior
cycle.
patterns, right, and cycles.
So look, when that happens to me, be aware of my trigger. It only happens when I'm weak and when I'm tired. If you catch me at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., my office hours are. Do you remember that? Do you remember that for Players Club? My office hours. So if you catch me anytime during the day. During the daytime hours, I'm good. If you catch me after 8, you can trigger me so good because I don't have the strength to fight back anymore. Which is
it's
why
like your tank is like
my tank
at 1/8 of a tank. It's like
it's
you're
so
done.
low.
It's so close to
so then by the time I get home, and that's about the time I arrive, and then I get home, and then if you say something to me, I'm so easily to react, which I do my best to come back to my breath, and I don't want to react. I don't want to do that. So that's why I know that. So I go in the room and I shut the door because I know I'm going to be easily triggered.
Yep. But see, you're aware of that. And
I'm
so
aware.
you create the space.
Yeah, I do.
And you create a personal safe haven for yourself to go, I'm not ready to deal with this shit because if they say one more thing, I'm a right?
Snap.
Because I don't have it no more.
Yeah. I don't have the strength.
I'm depleted.
I am. And then even at night, what I've been doing, I haven't even been watching TV. Like, it's a bunch of shows I like, I love. I haven't even been watching them. I just curl up in my bed. It's not even my bed. It's my kid's bed.
Yeah.
Like, I get in the bed and I just lay down and I have to sleep. And I require, like, at least 8 to 9 hours.
Yeah.
Like, and then I feel amazing. I can pull off 6. But if I pull off 6 the next day,
Struggle bus.
I'm 80%.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that trigger thing is big, though. I think that's big for so many people because we're so in a world that we're not self-aware.
Right.
So if we become self-aware, then we know what our triggers are.
Okay.
So none of these people can drain our energy.
No.
If we know.
If we know.
And especially if we identify what kind of vampire they are, then we say, okay, here's drama queen coming. I know she said something about this. I might go off. But I know this. So let me do my yoga breathing. Let me ground myself. Let me put my shield on. And I'm better able to deal with you and protect my energy.
Okay,
right?
Sweet. Yeah.
So
and then sage and crystals help too.
Yes. So this is like, did you read the 4 Agreements?
I did.
So one of the things, and I have to keep coming back to it. I've read this book for the last 20 years, and I have to keep coming back to it. But one of the biggest things is don't take anything personally.
Don't take it personal.
So that's how you can save your energy.
Yeah.
Because the shit is never about you.
Sometimes it feels like that though.
All the time.
That part is hard because it feels like it's about you.
All the time.
But it's not about you. Okay.
Yep.
Sweet.
So that's good. And then there's 2 more. That's the defensive part. We talked about that. It's like, try not to get defensive because this arms certain types of personality traits, and that conflict drives the drama. It drives the narcissism. It drives that dominating personality. They thrive off of that because they want to overpower you in every way, right? So, like you said, so after you learned, you were like, I'm not going to fucking fight you no more.
No.
I don't even fucking care.
I don't even care.
I know who I am. And that's the last one.
Yeah.
Love yourself. Know who you are.
I love
Take
myself
the
so
time.
much right now. I really love myself a whole lot right now.
How long did it take you to come to that?
Shit, I'm 44. It took me 44 fucking years. Okay, we about to go.
This was a good test.
This was a great test.
Great conversation.
It was. It was.
So if we decide to post this and use it,
we're gonna post it.
Okay, but if we
okay,
do, keep
going.
Because then I want to say, because we were talking about doing a Facebook Live to follow up with the conversation.
We should.
So we'll do if this sees the light of day.
This is going to see the light of day
on Lisa Hillary J's Facebook page.
This is going to see the light of day.
Then we'll do a Facebook Live, and then we can like interact live with people who are asking questions about.
We'll schedule a day.
We'll talk about sage. We'll talk about crystals. My personal favorite is Palo Santo. Shit, you could grind yourself and smoke a joint. Let's be honest.
Absolutely.
And if you smoke, but
I
would like to.
You just feel so much better.
Sometimes I really think I could use a joint.
You should.
That's a whole other podcast.
We'll talk about that later. This is going to see the light of day.
Okay.
Tomorrow day. Can I cut it off now?
Yeah.